Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to Ibrox Stadium. It is Saturday, it is a match day, the weather's quite decent actually. I'm joined by four lads fans' favourite Calvin Nielsen. Calvin, how are you?
Yeah, good mate. Good to be in the press room for a wee change around the second row, so it'll be good to get a different view.
Yeah, this is Calvin's first time in the press, so it's a good way for him to start. It is, of course, Middlesbrough in this friendly game at home. Let's go through the Rangers team. It is much changed. We have Liam Kelly in goals, who captains the side. We have Xander Hutton, Fernandes, Bailey Rice and Jeffy. We think that's going to be a back four. That's the way it's set out. Then it's Connor Barron, Nadim Bayrami, Gassama starts, as well as Cortez, with Josh Gentles and Cyril Dessers. It looks like a 4-4-2. Is it changeable? Could Bailey Rice sit in midfield? There's a lot to discuss there. On the subs bench is Jack Butland, Kieran Wright, James Tavernier, Max Aarons, Lyle Cameron, Kieran Dowell, Giga, Nico Raskin, Finlay Curtis and Danilo. There is no Hamza Egaman. We don't know the reason for that. There is also no Tello Asgard. You would really have hoped he might have made the bench for a wee 10-15 minute cameo or whatever. Calvin, thoughts on that lineup?
A little bit different from what we expected. We did expect to see Egaman today, but he's not there. So looking like a 4-4-2. Be interesting to see if that's the way they approach it. Looking forward to seeing Gentles because he's impressed me so far in most of the games. And I want to see what Bailey Rice does. If he's playing centre-half, it's a bit different, but can he control the game for the back if we're going to spend a lot of time in the ball? And I'm really looking forward to see Fernandes in the heart of defence. He looks like a monster that's got to get in about. He's got good recovery pace, so it'll be interesting to see how that looks.
Yeah, Manny Fernandes is one that I'm quite intrigued to see. Obviously, he's got the height, he's got the presence from set pieces, so you're going to be looking for that as well. Delivery from set pieces today might be quite interesting because obviously there's no Tav, there's no Joe Rothwell, so you would probably look at the likes of, I would say, Bayrami and Gassama to be the ones that are maybe sweeping them in. Cortez gets a chance. You would imagine he'd play on the right and Gassama would go on the left, but they're interchangeable. Gentles, like you said, is one that Russell Martin speaks so highly of. He's only young, Josh Gentles, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Lyle Cameron, I would probably think he's a wee bit disappointed to be on the subs bench today. I don't know really where that tells us where he is in the manager's thinking. Bayrami did have a great cameo against Bruges. But I suppose there's lots to look into. That young Xander Hutton at right back as well. Let's see what he's like. Bailey Rice obviously starting. There's lots of kind of conundrums. But let's go through Middlesbrough. Starting 11, it is Bryn in goals. Van der Berg, Fry is the captain. Tommy Conway, Scotland International. Bergzorg, I think that is.
You butchered it, but we'll go with it.
Was it? How'd you say that?
I don't know, I was going to say Bergzorg, that's even worse.
Well, something like that. The much discussed Morgan Whittaker, Luke Ayling, who used to be the Leeds fullback, didn't he? Yeah. Morris, Silvera, Lenihan and McCabe. On the bench for them as I get the old glasses and all that, and it is Glover, the goalkeeper, Barlaza, Jones, Gilbert, Woolston, Hamilton, Force, McCormick, Finch and Borges as well. So yeah, I don't know, like Middlesbrough are still kind of early in their pre-season as well. I don't know if Rangers would maybe have taken this game. Should they have, if they had worked, they do need a game for others, but if they'd worked the kind of Panathinaikos result, I don't think they would have taken it. We'll do our best to find out what's going on with Hamza Egaman as well. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Calvin will go up to the gantry, we'll take it in. I suppose we're looking for a continuation. It's a chance for others to shine. Cyril Dessers is going to get a start and he'll probably play 45, maybe 60 minutes. I think Gentles will get the full run out. But you look at Cyril Dessers and he must be looking at this game thinking, get myself involved in this so that I can put myself forward for Wednesday night against Panathinaikos. So a lot of changes, a lot to look forward to. We won't do predictions because it's a friendly, we don't really know where we are. But looking forward to your first taste of the gantry action anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Get a bird's eye view, so let's see what it's all about.
Yep, we'll be back with all the action, ladies and gentlemen, from Ibrox Stadium for today's game against Middlesbrough, and hopefully it's good Rangers action. See you soon. 10 gone at Ibrox. Boro lead by 1-0 and it's been coming. They had a chance of a long ball a minute ago. Conway ran through, he hit Kelly with it from the corner, it was flicked on. Ahena hits the boy and goes past Kelly into the corner. Boro lead 1-0. Rangers are kind of at 6s and 7s with this formation and line-up a wee bit. It's clearly a friendly where Rangers are put minutes ahead of anything else, Calvin. But not a great start.
No, they're a wee bit 6 and 7, square pegs and round holes here. Curtis seems to be falling in right back. He's had a couple of alright moves, but he's getting caught in possession. And there, just it was one ball over the top. Again, Rangers kryptonite, not going very well.
Yeah, it was a long ball straight away. As Rangers actually brought forward, Cortes nicked it, and from that, Middlesbrough just played a ball straight over. Conway was in, Kelly saved it. The resulting corner, Boro lead 1-0. Let's hope it gets a wee bit better soon. 24 gone at Ibrox. Rangers' first opportunity there, and it was quite a good move. They managed to break clear. Gentles played Cortes in down the right hand side, and it resulted in a chance for Bayrami, but it's wide. But after 25 minutes, Calvin, it was better play.
It's a good chance, good breakaway, something that happened the other night. Ball came out, nice 1-2s, turning on the move as we go through here. Gentles in. Oh, lucky.
Yeah, goalie just got that from a Jeffy cross, but it was good play. Again, it came from that right hand side. Cortes has looked bright, but he's not been able to affect the final third. The biggest problem 25 minutes in is we've not created many chances. That was the first opportunity to go.
It just seems to be as soon as we start stretching teams, that's one way to do it. But when they're going to the middle of the park, everything's too slow, much like we've seen in the first half on Tuesday night. So here's hoping a couple of changes. Another good tackle for Xander Hutton there. So
that was almost one ball that took the whole team out, though. That's the issue. Connor Barron getting caught. Middlesbrough go forward and they're in. Morgan Whittaker in on goal.
Nice hit the post.
Come back.
Good block.
Blocked by Jeffy from Luke Ayling. Boro should have scored there. It should be 2-0 as they're going to shoot. Liam Kelly saves it wide. Ah, man. This is a training game for Rangers, and they can tell that by the way they've lined up. Players at square. Players are playing in positions that aren't used to. Square pegs, round holes kind of thing. That's what I was trying to get out. But Middlesbrough really could have had a couple of goals already. It's very similar to Bruges. Again, Russell Martin at half time will need to fix this. You're probably going to have to sort it, because whatever he's trying to do, when you put Hutton at right centre back, you put Bailey right in, these boys don't have the experience. Gentles is starting as well. It's going to be another corner as well, but yeah, I mean, that should have been a goal. Whittaker was in, and then I think Luke Ayling, he actually came out to him quicker than expected. He almost got it caught under his feet, but it should be 2-0.
Yeah, at that stage, two big chances, another big save for Kelly after it. Would seem to be gifting them in possession as another one. And we're away. Right, we're safe there.
Aye, just it remains 1-0, but it's not exactly vintage from Rangers for sure. 37 gone, it remains 1-0, but we're not quite sure how, Calvin, because this really could be 3-4 for Boro. They've created more chances there. One across the face of goal, which Hutton cut out, but Rangers have to. We know it's a training game, we know that, I understand it completely, but it's a bit 6s and 7s at the back especially.
Yeah, there's just the composure coming out for the back's actually been not too bad. It's been as soon as we crossed into the midfield, they're all over the place. Chance here, no? Same again, battling the balls just like a pinball. There's no control, so is it? The passing's too slow, people are just getting caught all the time. But you can see that just between the two teams. Middlesbrough are treating this like a final a little bit, and rightly so. Their fans have came in numbers. They're getting right in Rangers' face, and we're not handling it too great at the moment.
No, we're not, but as I said, the selection kind of speaks volumes. You're asking Connor Barron to play in a position as well, when every time he goes forward, he gets to a certain point, he's not comfortable as well. He's a sitting 6, and we're asking him to play differently, so there's a lot not really working. Rangers do have a free kick here, which Connor Barron will swing in, and he does, but it's going to go back to a retake. I think there's a Middlesbrough player down, but Middlesbrough have had 2 across the face of goal, they've scored, they've hit the post, 1 blocked in the line as well, and an offside goal they had chopped off as well, which was questionable to say the least. So it's very much like Bruges all over again. But yeah, I mean, yes, your back line's Jeffy, Fernandez and Hutton. It's going to be a bit of 6s and 7s. So Rangers do have the free kick, which we'll try again with Connor Barron to swing that in. Too close to the keeper.
Same delivery twice, straight at the keeper's hands, looking around across, and the start of a counter-attack.
So Jeffy should get here and deal with this back to Liam Kelly. But he's ran it out, so that's fine. Watch by Rami, watch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the only thing he could. But it's the only thing he could do in that situation. Again, we're too much like pinball, but Dessers just does have it for a run here.
Go on.
He's down the left-hand side. What's he going to do? He went for goal, and the goalie managed to push it wide. The big man is his first effort on goal. He's barely had a touch in this half. So Rangers do have a corner kick, which we'll stick with. He tried to sneak that in, by the way. That was a bit sneaky.
He was going to go across the face, but he didn't manage that. Keeper made a good save.
Should have went across the face of goal, but
of course he's got two bodies running the back, but when you've not been involved as a striker, you probably do want to get a shot off at some stage.
Aye, absolutely. You're right. You're right, mate. That's exactly what you should have been doing. So
Connor Barnes seems to be doing the James Tavernier role today. I'll take everything.
Ball! I mean, that's clearly a penalty kick. Clearly a penalty kick. I mean, he practically caught that. So, John Beaton there having a laugh. Yeah, interesting. It's not given, but that was pretty. You heard all the shouts. Yeah, it should have been a penalty.
Oh, it's a still ball. I know he's jumped, he's been off balance, but his hands, but he's at full length away and it cuts him in his fingers, so it's not even questionable hand down by the side. That is unbelievable.
Yeah. Russell Martin, be prepared for more of that during the season. It remains 1-0 Boro. 57 gone, it's 2-0 to Boro. Came from a corner which we failed to defend. It bounced about in the box, and then number 6 put it in. A suspicion of offside, but given the fact that you're allowed to play basketball with John Beaton and his assistants, we were never going to get that either. But continues to be a bounce game that Rangers have shown very little in, Calvin.
Yeah, it's started off a little bit better at the start of the second half, but Boro's just grew into it. They're very organised, and you can see how they want to come out as soon as they get the ball. Whereas we're still not creating too many. Judas Gentles has been good. His link-up play has been good so far. He's bringing other players into the game, but we just seem to be isolated all over the park in comparison that Boro, there we go, gave it a ball again. Cortez in though. No, out for a throw in. Boro just, the organisation compared to our organisation is very different. We're getting caught long ball, they're getting in straight away, whereas they're setting up banks, and then as soon as they get the ball, they're breaking fast, they're breaking hard.
Yeah, we've not created anything. So it's been very easy for Boro. It should have been more. It is a B team for Rangers, but those that have came into it have offered very, very little.
Yeah, the difference, they're just winning the ball back at every opportunity. The Gentles picks it back up. Cortez. Delivers. Keeper.
Nothing there. It's 2-0 to Boro. 64 gone. Rangers have one back, and it was Danilo. Well, actually a lovely header. He might have been about a mile offside, but nice to see a bit more.
Through again.
Oh yeah, they're in again with Raskin. Poor. But that was Finlay Curtis down the left hand side. He passed it back and the cross came in, which Danilo, a really smart header.
It was flicked out of the back post, looked like it was one wide, also looked like it was offside, but we find ourselves with a goal, so we'll take it.
Yeah, Rangers have made a series of changes. The team now is Kelly in goals, Aarons, Fernandez, Giga and Tav. Midfield three of Cameron, Barron and Raskin. Danilo partnered with Curtis and Kieran Dowell up front. The big guns are on. Middlesbrough, as I said, cruising for 60 odd minutes. Rangers have changed it quite a bit. They have one back. It's 2-1 and we're 65 gone. 79 minutes gone, Calvin. The first team are on and it shows it's 2 each now. Yeah, we're claiming that. The first team's on, we're winning 2-0 with the first team. But listen, it's a corner, swung in by Kieran Dowell really well. Raskin wins the header, it's saved, and Finlay Curtis stabs it in. Calvin, 2 each.
Yeah, good finish for Curtis. 2 goals in 2 games for the young lad now. Raskin got up very well, as we've noticed towards the end of last season. He's getting himself involved, and he scored for a corner.
It was a lovely ball in by Kieran Dowell. We've since found out as well that Danilo was onside for the first one, which makes it an even better finish. It was Aaron's shot that was turned in by Danilo. So Rangers have came back quite well. The subs have made a huge dent. It's like night and day.
Yeah, definitely. They've got much better in the ball. Aarons has been good. I think Lyle Cam has been very good at breaking through the lines, so it was something we missed in the first half. The runners with the midfield was too stationary. Barron's dropped well into the 6 role, and it's Raskin and Cameron that's offering the runners, which is creating space for Danilo, and you can see Curtis is influencing the game a lot for the left hand side as well, but much better.
Yeah, it was always going to be much better. The quality has went up. No offence to Young Hutton, Bailey Rice and Gentles, but they're not quite ready yet. And you can see we're playing better. We're going forward again. Kieran Dowell.
Went forward.
What's he going to do here? No, of course he turned back. Raskin, no. Finlay Curtis, I won't get there. I really like this Raskin on the left hand side thing working quite well. But yeah, much more comfortable. That is 2-2. Much better to see as well. Well done. Calvin, last couple of minutes. Give us your thoughts on the game overall.
First half, slow, cumbersome. Didn't really give us much at all. No creativity, but big changes. It gives the gaffer a chance to see what some players are offering. But we know what our strongest 11 is roughly now, and you can see the players are going to be a standout. The second half's been a lot different. We've created more as the ball comes in. Connor Barron, wide. So been much better in the second half. You can see Raskin for me's been outstanding. I thought he's been very, very good. He got a sore one. We were all a bit deep breath to make sure he was fit for the midweek game, but he's came in, he's won the ball, he's running in behind, he's been very good, and he's given himself a lovely chance with Curtis converted earlier, so much better.
Yeah, I think there's a clear difference between the first team and the reserves or B squad, if you like. We knew that. None of that should be a surprise, but significant uplift in 60 minutes when they come on. Danny gets a quick goal back, really nice header, and then we've kind of built from there. It's still, just as that one goes back to Liam Kelly, I was keeping an eye on that, but it was a bit dodgy. Still things to work on and improve, that's for sure, but the immediate uplift from 60 minutes is quite clear.
Yeah, I still want to see a wee bit more happening for the midfield. We're much better, but it's how we get it for defence and at the front line. Everything happens far too slow, which we need to be very careful of. Aarons has been very good at linking it in there, but it's just always turning back, isn't it? We're still at that stage. It's still a lot of turning back rather than pressing forward.
Yeah, I think everything's a work in progress, but having been down, as Middlesbrough just go forward here on the left, running at Giga's pass, Giga straight across the face of goal, there's nobody there. It's coming up for 90 minutes, it's going to end at this moment in time in a 2-2 draw. Rangers will take that, having been 2 down for a friendly game. There's been enough we've seen of the kind of first team since they've came on. There's still work to do, work in progress and things, but considering that John Beaton just makes me laugh. Honest to God, the actual refereeing in this game has been scandalous. It was funny that the Boro fans shouted the referee's a wanker and they were all chanting it, and we were all like, yeah, you're just about right. But 90 minutes is coming up. It is Rangers 2, Boro 2. A workout for Rangers. We're quite happy with that. And it's all about Wednesday night, rather, not Thursday night. I'm used to it being Thursday night. Wednesday night for Panathinaikos. Take care.
The Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited, and CSD Air Conditioning, in partnership with Black Rooster and Art of Gold. Thank you for listening to or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show.